Okie dokie, so we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get it done. So this is kind of like the mission I've been farming out. It's the mission I think everyone's been farming out because it can go the fastest. It's in the Veil. I use Ivara because sleep arrows are kind of really useful. Let me turn the volume up on this a little bit. How's it gonna do? Oh, I can't tweak the music. Okay, well. Void Hole. Just kind of wait for as many of those to kind of get sucked in as possible. Come on, one more. Launch your missile. And so without a doubt, this is the best mission, especially if you're set up for it. For just farming resources, it's not the best for intrinsics. I don't know what is, especially after the Adaro method nerf. I would hope they could increase, like, make a better intrinsic farm, basically. Or not a better intrinsic farm, but make the intrinsic growth, like, a little bit better. I will say, I kind of wish they made the little... There we go. So they added little indicators next to people's names with, what they're currently doing in the Railjack mission. Kinda wish they made it just a smidge bigger. I think that would help quite a bit. But that's just me. So the end of mission rewards I feel are pretty nice. I think those are in a good spot right now. Because I know they want to redo a lot of the recipes. And lower, like, build costs. But I found myself that, like, I've been able to build a fair amount fairly quickly, like, lately. After, like, the most recent patch, I think. Like, that's when I built most of my current weapons, even. Because before I had a Cryophon, and I forgot what I was using on my sides then. The one thing, though, is collecting all these resources from, like, these rocks and stuff. There's actually a really significant amount of resources that you can get from the little asteroid clusters and some of the wreckages. But, like, if you're trying to rush, like, mission rewards, you'll miss all this stuff, and especially titanium. This is, like, probably the best way of getting titanium consistently. I've noticed anyhow. Like, it just screams to me like there needs to be... And I know, this mode essentially put Warframe back into beta. But I would love to see, like... Obviously, I realize they're gonna add mission types. like more mission types. But perhaps they could have like some kind of a mission type be like secure resources, and it helps you get like a large amount of a specific type of resource. Maybe depending on planet. It's like in the whatchamacallit, the Tenocon trailer, like it showed multiple mission types. It showed they have the skirmishes in, and we have the skirmishes now. But they also showed like an explorer. There's another one, I forget. There were like 3 that you could see on the map. And one was like exploration, and the other one was a skirmish. And I think they need to add more mission... I don't want to say objectives, because I think the objectives are fine as they are. But variety for like, oh, why are you there in the first place? Because I think skirmishes are fine for like, you're going to do a lot of dogfighting, and you're going to like assault an installation. There needs to be more than that, especially like, I know they kind of said, oh, it's a pirate kind of atmosphere to it with our ninjas, and you can take over the other ships, but like, if they could add, for example, say maybe it's an infiltration where the area is hot and maybe you're a little bit de-incentivized to fight and be a lot more stealthy. I know stealth in Warframe is not necessarily great. But like where the core thing is like maybe you gotta get in, get out. Or maybe there's just like a lot of enemies and a lot of hard enemies, and they only keep getting harder, and like the mission does not end just by killing fucking 60 things. Could be like, take the sentient ship for example. Like, people do that one not for the mission around it, but because they want to get that sentient ship taken care of. And so, like, perhaps like in an infiltration thing, it'd be like, oh, there's like a whole bunch of Grineer flying around and stuff. The only thing you care about doing is getting that sentient ship, take out everything in it, get out of there, and escape. So, like, enemies could, like, always be flying through and everything. And so you, like, go to the sentient ship, do the mission there. You can do it stealthily and, like, try not to aggro everything. And just, like, go to the sentient ship. And then after you get out, you have to go to, like, an evacuation sector or, like, a safe jump point. Something like that. But, like, you could go combat heavy and, like, have one person go on the sentient ship, and, like, everyone else is worried about, manning the ship, defending it, keeping it safe while, you know, whoever goes on the sentient ship does the mission there. I don't necessarily feel like skirmishes the way they are now is a good way to have them. I forgot to refine. Because I was talking. Anyhow.
Tenno disembarking.
Like, I feel they should remove the installation, like, go kill the Grineer commander or things. They should remove that from the skirmish mission type, and those should be like its own mission type. And Just like I said, the skirmishes, like, the fighters will spawn, but the core conceit of the mission won't be kill all the fighters. Or, like, that won't be a part of the objective. Maybe it could be, like, an optional kill so many fighters, but that doesn't just, like, cause them to stop or anything. And yeah, I had, like, what, 26? I'm only up to 31 intrinsics from that mission that I just did. I mean, obviously, I think the side objectives obviously will add a good chunk of intrinsic gain. Yeah, whatever. You know, I'm gonna do a big mission. I'm not just gonna do Guyane Point this time. Even if it means I'm gonna take a whole lot longer. You're streaming this, so why not? I also hope they remove this auto rotation. I don't like how it tries to auto rotate to center.
Last battery here.
Considering there's no like ground, it's very not useful.
Marking sensitive systems. Trash the place.
Other than that, other than like the auto rotating thing, I actually really like the flight model. It's like I really like the feeling of swooping in and out of these rocks like this. Not necessarily running into things so I'm not doing much. Wait a second, did I just go backwards? Nope. Still getting things.